Hello, my artist friends. Welcome to Imagination Draw Along. I'm Aunt Dewey. Thank you for drawing with me today. Today, I want to draw a spring garden because the first day of spring is here. Let's visualize our paper. We'll draw a garden with flowers, at least one vegetable, a butterfly, a bee, and some worms. If you don't have a lot of colors, don't worry. Just use your imagination and follow along with us. First, I'll draw a line where the ground is, and I'm using brown, and I'm gonna make it kind of bumpy to show that this is dirt. So I'm drawing some dirt, and it's nice and lumpy, and it would probably feel really good to put my hands in. I love the way it feels to dig in the dirt with my fingers. Next, we'll add some flowers. We'll draw two different types of flowers to start with. First, I'll draw a very simple flower that looks a bit like a daisy. I'll pick a spot above the ground and I'll draw a circle, its little middle part. And then I'm gonna draw long, thin petals that loop and loop and loop around the center of the flower. And you can color the middle part of the flower any color you want. The petals can be one color or they can each be their own color. With flowers, there's a lot of artistic choice you can make. And of course, I will need a long stem that anchors the flower to the ground and gets into the dirt with its roots. The flower depends on the roots to sip water from the dirt. And on my green stem, I'll add a leaf or two. If at any point I'm drawing this garden too fast, don't worry. You'll have time at the end to add colors or any details that you want. And if I'm going too slow, feel free to go ahead. I bet you've got great ideas. The next flower I'll draw, I'll pick a different spot in my garden, and I'll draw a flower that's similar to my last one, but this time I'll draw my circle middle of the flower, and where my last flower had long, skinny petals, this time I want to draw wide, floppy petals. They almost look like dog ears. And they loop and they loop and they loop around the middle. Nice and floppy. So now I have two different looks on my flowers. And I'll make this one a different color. And if you don't have colors, this is a great opportunity to use patterns or push your pencil a little bit darker to make it look like different colors. Or maybe you have a very minimalist garden. That is also a great artist choice. We'll draw more flowers in a moment, but I want to build out our garden scene a little bit more. Next, let's plant some vegetables. One vegetable that's really easy to grow where I live is tomatoes. I don't really like to eat them, but I love the things tomatoes make, like pasta sauce and salsa and even ketchup. Tomatoes grow on a vine that loves to climb. So I'm gonna draw a little tomato cage. A tomato cage kind of looks like a capital letter H, except instead of one line in the middle, I'm gonna draw two. So I suppose it looks a bit like a tic-tac-toe game without any X's or O's. So once I have my funky looking letter H, I'm gonna draw a vine with leaves looping all around the H-type cage that I just made. So I'm taking my green and I'm just looping all around and I'm drawing some leaves, very viney. There's no wrong place to put leaves. And now I can draw my tomatoes all over this vine. And my tomatoes are growing up, 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 and up. Once tomatoes start growing, they like to take up a lot of space. I've got a lot of red tomatoes here, but I'm gonna also add some teeny tiny little green circles to show that these are tomatoes that are still growing. They're not ripe yet. They're not ready to be picked. I wonder if you have enough tomatoes on your vine to make a salsa. Next, I'm going to add a butterfly fluttering around in the sky near my flowers. So I'll pick out a place for her, and I'll start with drawing the butterfly's middle body, which looks almost like a floating hot dog. But she's a butterfly, not a hot dog. I better add wings so that I don't get confused. So I'm adding some big floppy wings. And I'm gonna come back and add lots of patterns and colors to her wings. But for now, I'm going to add her smile and her antenna. So those are those two little lines on the top of the head that help her feel her way around. If you're drawing a monarch butterfly, you might use some orange and brown and black. And if you are making your own version of a butterfly, you can use any colors and patterns that you want. Because remember, there's no wrong way to do your art. And I don't remember if I said this yet, but my butterfly is smiling. Next, I want to draw a buzzing bee. Don't worry, this kind won't sting you. We're going to draw a honeybee, which is kind of a fluffy little guy. And his body is shaped like a bean. Which reminds me, you could draw some green beans if your garden if you'd like to. But I'll stay focused on my bee for a moment. He's got the traditional yellow and black stripes. And then I'll give him some wings so he can move from flower to flower as he pollinates and helps them grow. I'll also draw his stinger so he can protect himself, but I know he's not going to use it because nobody's really bothering this bee. All he wants to do is pollinate and be in the garden. Then he'll go back to his hive and make some honey. You could even draw a dotted line behind the bee to show the path where he was buzzing around a little bit. Next, I'm going to look back at the dirt that I drew, and I'm going to draw a worm. Once again, something that looks a little bit like a hot dog, but I'm gonna try to make him look kind of wiggly and wavy. Worms are a very important part of the garden. They crawl around, and when they crawl around in and out of the dirt, they build these little tunnels. And the tunnels help keep the dirt light and fluffy so that flower roots can grow down a little bit more easily. Worms also do a great job adding nutrition to the dirt that helps the flowers grow. But how do worms add nutrition to the dirt? Ready? They poop. Yep, worm poop helps flowers grow. Did you know that? I bet you knew that bees and water and sunshine helped flowers grow. But worms are a helpful part of the process too. And I think my worm is feeling pretty proud of the work he's done in this garden, so I'm going to draw a smile on his face. I want you to pause and take a look at your picture to see what kind of colors you might want to add. Do you want to add any more flowers or vegetables? While you're making these artistic choices, I'm going to turn to any adults that might be in the room and say thank you very much for pushing play on this show. I'm so glad you're here. If you want, you can help out this show by telling a friend about it or sharing it or giving it a rating or review. That kind of thing helps the show get discovered by other people, which then helps me to make more shows. To learn more, feel free to visit imaginationdrawalong.com. Turning back to the artists, I wonder how many flowers are in your garden. Mine still only has 2, and I've got a ton of tomatoes. I'm gonna have to give some to my neighbors, because there's no way that I can eat them all up. Take as much time as you need to finish up and add colors or critters. And when you're done, make sure you write your name on the bottom corner of your picture. Or write your best first initial or any scribble that reminds you that this is your artwork and you are proud that you took the time it takes to draw a picture. Until we draw together again next time, I'll give you 3 things your imagination can wonder about. 1. What would happen to flowers and vegetables if there were no bees and no worms? 2. If you could grow anything in your garden, what would you grow? 3. Do you think worms and bees and butterflies are friends who hang out or communicate? Thank you for drawing with me today. I hope we draw together again soon. And happy spring! I hope the weather is nice where you are.